Hi everyone, Vacha here from Recording Studio 9 and thanks for joining me again today. And today I'll be talking about Splice, the cloud-based song backup and collaboration platform. If you want to find out what Splice is, you can certainly visit splice.com and I will actually put a link somewhere around here or in the description so you can visit and find out. It's basically like Dropbox, like Google Drive, like OneDrive. It's a cloud-based data backup system and it's supposed to have a way to collaborate your songs with other musicians around the world that you can get in contact with and create music. Splice is also a platform where you can purchase or rent to own plugins and VST instruments and so on. And there's few companies who have already joined and it's a great idea. So that way, instead of forking out a whole lot of money to buy, let's say, native instruments, which is quite expensive, you can actually rent it to a certain period and afterward pay a little sum and you own it and so on. So it's a great idea. Recently, PreSonus announced that they have joined with Splice and now Splice also supports Studio One song collaboration option online backup with Splice, which was really great news, I guess. People who used Splice, because Splice did support few other DAWs, and you can find out which ones by visiting splice.com. Yeah, and I thought I'll give it a try since I use Studio One Pro. You don't have to use Pro, you can use even Prime free edition and see what was Splice all about. Okay, so here comes my opinion after looking at it for a couple of weeks. Spent a few hours on there trying to work it out and see how the whole thing works. Well, basically, once you sign up, it's free. One of the great thing is they also announced that there is unlimited storage for your projects. So you could have hundreds of projects with hundreds of megabytes of audio files for your projects, for your songs, and there's no limit. I couldn't find anywhere it said, what the limit is. It said unlimited storage of your song projects. So, which was really fantastic. I mean, Dropbox has a limitation unless you pay for it. The free is, I think it's 2 gigabytes and you have to pay for it. Google Drive is about 15 gig for free and then you have to pay for it. And OneDrive from Microsoft, again, free couple gigs and then you have to pay for the rest. So it was a great deal. Well, that's the only good thing I found about Splice, because there is an option for you to actually, just like Dropbox or any other cloud-based backup system, there is a software you need to download so it can keep track of your projects and upload and resync your projects. If you don't select the right folder, if you choose to search your folders, Splice's synchronization app will go throughout all of your hard drive, even folders that you don't normally have access to, your external hard drives, thumb drives, anything else that you plugged in there, and spend about an hour searching through and locating every audio project and start to sync and send to the cloud. Yeah. So you're going to make sure that you only select one particular folder, which is called the Splice folder. So any files and additional subfolders you add in that folder are the only ones that get synchronized with Splice. Otherwise, you're uploading, megabytes and maybe sometimes gigabytes of audio files up into the cloud, even the ones that you don't want. It actually found backed up, auto backup, and deleted projects of mine from years ago, which is from my backups. And I said, what? Hang on a second. You're not uploading any of those up. So just watch out. When you download and install the Splice synchronization software, make sure you only select the folder and one folder that you want Splice to synchronize with. So I've got one folder where Splice is synchronizing, and then I create a demo project, and I copied that project from my normal usual folder, which is under Documents, Studio One, Songs, and the song folder, into that Splice folder. And then Splice decides, yep, to synchronize it, which is what it's supposed to do, and it's synchronized. And then I spend, I don't know how long on Splice to work out what's actually happening. So I logged on to Splice and look at my dashboard and in my profile. And finally it popped up and said, yep, there it is there. And the only file that it had actually uploaded was the .song file, which is the Studio One's song project file, which includes all the details. And that's it. All my recorded media files, my mix downs, masters, anything else is just not uploaded, not synchronized. And I said, what? How do you do that? Did I miss something? No, I didn't. You actually have to go to the website and then drag each one of your files, or actually you have to create stems of your project and then drag each one of those stem files to Splice through the web page, not through the sync project. Otherwise, you can't collaborate with anybody else. And then I said, okay, I'll just upload a couple stems and see how it goes. I uploaded a couple stems. Yep, surely enough, they were there. And it tried to actually, from the names of the files to the names of the tracks in the .song project, it tried to actually match it. It matched a couple of them, but missed one. I go, okay, that's all right. He added an extra track there in Splice. I said, okay, well, I'll try to upload a few more. And guess what? It deleted the old ones, and then we now have the new ones that have just been uploaded. So unless you upload all of your stems all at the same time, and this can take a long time if you're using 24-bit, 96 kilobits sampling rate, it's going to be a lot of files. You have to upload it through a web page, and you have to let Splice sort it all out as well. And if you have somehow renamed your stems, it won't match it, and you can't even tell it to match it to the project files, whatever thing. So it's a complete mess. It just, where's the synchronization? I mean, what's the point of just synchronizing just the project file and not the actual audio files? Unless that's only because it's for Studio One, but I don't think so, because I looked at other projects and it's pretty much the same. You have to upload the stems separately, I think. I couldn't work it out any other way. If it was, please comment below and let me know how it actually works so that I don't have to upload the stems separately. But to what I read, you just have to upload them separately and all at the same time. Otherwise, it's just a mess. It doesn't work. So, yeah. Now, here's another problem with collaboration. Let's assume I went through the hurdle of uploading all my stems into a Splice. The collaboration part. Let's say I want to collaborate with other people, and now I can actually share my project, and people will be able to hear a mixdown, which I have to do and upload it again, which I forgot to mention, so that people can listen to my project, what it actually sounds like on my mixdown, and they'll be able to download the stems and mix it themselves and add their own beats. And they can't download stems separately. They have to download the whole stems, all of the stems, as a zip file. So the Splice zips them up and then downloads a one big file for you. Now, I'm not sure how well that collaboration will work. There's going to be gigabytes and gigabytes of data transfer. You know, a normal project of mine, it's about, a gig. depending how many tracks I have. And if I need to collaborate with someone, so I upload 1 gig, they download 1 gig, they add 1 bit, and they have to upload the whole lot, because otherwise, if they just upload 1 stem, it will delete all the other stems. So they have to upload 1.1 gig, let's assume, and then I have to download another 1.1 gig for me to be able to see the stem that the other collaborator just added. You go, what? I just need the 100 megabyte. You know, the last bit that the other person added. Not my whole thing. I already have all of it. I hope this makes sense. I may be not doing it right, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's all about. It's, personally, I think it's just hilariously stupid. Absolutely stupid. It just, I don't know how it works. If you know any better, if I'm missing something, please do help me and explain, because I do like to try Splice and see how it actually works. Because at the moment, I can use Google Drive without any problem. I can use Dropbox without any problems with all of my clients, and I have clients all around the world. They send me stems, and I send them stems, and if they change one thing, I'll only have to get 1 file. If I add 1 thing, I can send them just that file, and it's all synced, and no problem. But Splice tries to do that, but I don't think they got it right. Yeah, I hope they correct it and make it easier so that you just synchronize a folder and it will just synchronize everything. And the other person on the other end, which you allowed and give them permission to collaborate with, they'll be able to download all of it initially. And then if they add anything, the only thing they need to upload is the change. And that change can reflect back to synchronize with you. And then you can see what they've changed. And so on, back and forward until you get a song finished. So let me know what you think. Have you actually used Splice? Do you use Splice? How do you find it? And if there are any ideas and tricks to make it better, use the comment section below, because I'll be reading. I'll be very interested to find out how it actually works and make it work seamlessly, so you're not uploading stems, you're not uploading mixdowns and downloading a whole set of stems just to collaborate, because that, for me, it's silly. Anyway, let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching and have a great time making music instead of chasing stems.